Namaste. Okay, today I am going to discuss about issue of shares under installment method. Share is a part of use capital. It is document which is issued by only joint stock company or public company or quoted company. So there are two methods to issue shares in reality. One is lump sum method, another is installment method. Lump sum method already we mentioned. Total par value is collected once, that is known as lump sum method. And installment method is a process of dividing par value in different installments. Basically, there are four installments when the company issued under this installment method. The first one is share application, third one is share allotment, fourth one is share first call, and fifth one is share final call. Fourth one is share final call. Four installment. Now, the total par value is divided in different installment. Suppose the par value is rupees 100. If 100 rupees is divided in different four installment maximum, that is we call installment method. For example, 30 rupees on application, 20 rupees on allotment, 20 rupees on 30 rupees on first call and 20 rupees on final call. This process is known as installment method. Either company issued in lump sum method or installment method, there are three conditions: issued at par, issued at discount, and issued at premium. For example, if company issued at rupees 100, issued price and par value, face value and issued price barabar छ भने, this condition is known as issued at par. If a company issued rupees less than face value, rupees 90, 10 rupees is discount, that is issued at discount. And the third condition is issued at premium. If the company issued more than face value to different public, that is known as issued at premium. Now 10 rupees is premium, issued at premium. And if company issued at discount, 90 rupees cash out, 10 rupees is discount. Either in lump sum basis or installment basis, there are three conditions. So, this is issue of share is a very important chapter in grade 12 management students. It is slightly difficult as well, but it is very simple if we understand the rule of debit and credit, because this chapter is totally based on journal entries. Journal entry is based on financial transactions. The issue of share is totally a financial transactions or activities. Such activities or transactions are recorded systematically on journal entry, and journal entries are based on different rules of debit and credit. I already mentioned there are different types of rules. Basically, मैले सर्टमा डिटेली म नेक्स्ट भिडियोमा डिस्कसन गर्ने नै छु for issue of share, because it is for grade 12 students, and every rules and debit and credit you have already learned in grade 11 as well. So the first one is golden rule, or on the basis of accounts. There are three accounts: personal, real and nominal, and different account has different rules. Personal account, it is related to person or individuals, and the rule of this one is personal account rule of this one is first one, debit the receiver, credit the giver. This is rule of personal account: debit the receiver, credit the giver. Similarly, there is a real account: debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It is concerned to properties, assets and things. So what comes in debit, what goes out credit. And similarly, the third one is nominal account, and we know that all the expenses and losses are debit. Debit all the expenses and losses, and credit incomes and gains. On the basis of these three accounts, we have to make different journal entries. Similarly, other rules on the basis of nature, very important. These rules also known as modal rule. If assets and expenses are increases, we have to debit. If assets and expenses are decreases, we have to credit. If liability and incomes are increases, we have to credit. And liability and incomes are decreased, we have to debit. Yeah, these are the rules of debit and credit. On the basis of these rules, we can make different journal entries of these four installments. Very simple. Every installment, there are two different entries, journal entries. Application, there are two entries. Share allotment, there are two entries. Share first call, two entries. And share final call, two entries. Total 8 entries we have to make under installment method. So, I am going to how to make journal entries of these 4 different installments on the basis of these different rules. Be serious and careful. On the basis of these different rules, we have to make different journal entries of these 4 installments. So, the first one. The first one is number A, when share application money received. Yeah, we received money from different applicants. What comes in? Cash, either cash, now present case, bank is debit, cash or bank account debit. Who are the giver? Shareholder applicants. So we can say that share application account, because this is received from different public, different applicants. Applicants but receive भएको amount हो. This is bank is person, applicants are also person. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Yeah, we need to write a narration in journal entry, and it start from being share application money received. This is the complete journal entries of share application को पहिलो entry, when share application money received, bank account debit to share application. Then we have to transfer this much amount to share capital account. For example, if company issued 1000 shares and the rate of application is 30, I have already mentioned 30 rupees, then total receipt amount is 30,000 along with the application. This is the first entry. Then second one, when share capital, share application money transfer to share capital account. Okay, we can transfer, we have to separate capital account we have to open. Then the application, share application account debit, share application account debit, we have to cancel this, name cancel huncha, and then to share capital account, same amount, how much we received along with application, this much amount is transferred if there is equal subscription or under subscription. If over subscription, there are 3 parts of subscription: share more received than the issued number of share, less received than the issue of number of share, and equal received. यो भनेको अलरेडी मैले ओभर सब्सक्रिप्सनको केसमा पनि डिस्कसन गरिसकेको छु. हजुरलाई डाउट भयो भने सुन्नु होला, लाइक गर्नु होला, सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु होला, मन पराइदिनु होला, बिकज दिस इज द भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट च्याप्टर of grade 12 and bachelor level management students, and as well as CA, chartered accountant students, and this actuarial science student as well. These are the very important. Listen very carefully and like, comments and subscribed as well. So the first installment share application दुईटा इन्ट्री भयो र प्रत्येकको दुई दुईवटा हुने भयो. देन रिसिभ, फर्स्ट रिसिभ, देन ट्रान्सफर टु share capital account. Similarly, the second installment, that is share allotment. There are two entry as well. दुईटा entry हुन्छन्. यसको पनि the first one is number C or second को be when share allotment money made due. Yeah, money made due means we have to provide the information. यति amount दिनुपर्छ. You have to pay within 10 days, 15 days, within 1 month भनेर कम्पनीले नोटिस जारी गर्छ. This notice provided to different shareholders, that is known as money made due. तिमीहरूले दिनुपर्ने पैसा दिनुपर्छ है भन्नुपर्छ. So the entry of this one is share allotment account debit to share capital, because share capital account already we have opened. How much rate? If there is 20, we have to multiply it by 20 into number of total shares. How much money we receive, that we have to write. And narration we need, very simple. Instead of when, we have to write being लेख्ने, being share allotment money made due भनेर हामीले narration लेख्नुपर्छ प्रत्येक इन्स्टलमेन्ट. देन नम्बर डी यसकै दोस्रो, when share allotment money received. Then we received after providing information. हामीले information दिइसक्यौँ र within 1 month allocated time frame भित्र we will receive cash from different shareholders. So we have to write bank account debit or cash account debit लेखे पनि हुन्छ to share allotment account. Then allotment and allotment is cancelled. We have to open different ledgers. Ledger मा share allotment को balance 0. Ultimately the original entry is bank account debit to share capital. Yeah, we have to write a narration. When को ठाउँमा being share allotment money received. This is the condition. Issue date came out, par, premium and discount. One very important thing is that right now. This is the condition at issued share at par. If company issued at discount is also discount and premium consider along with allotment. Very important thing, right? Now listen. If company issued shares or debentures at discount and premium, that always consider along with share allotment. चारवटा इन्स्टलमेन्टमा हामीले शेयर अलटमेन्टमा कन्सिडर गर्नुपर्छ र कन्सिडर गर्दा पनि अलवेज व्हेन मनी मेड ड्यू को कन्डिसनमा हामीले डिस्काउन्ट छ भने वी हैव टु डेबिट. लम्पसम बेसिसमा पनि मैले डिस्कसन गरिरहेको छु, सेम प्रोसेस हो. डिस्काउन्ट छ भने वी हैव टु डेबिट, प्रिमियम छ भने वी हैव टु क्रेडिट व्हेन अलटमेन्ट मनी मेड ड्यू. र रिसिभको केसमा यदि प्रिमियम छ भने प्रिमियमको बढी पैसा आउँछ, यदि डिस्काउन्टमा छ भने डिस्काउन्टमा कम पैसा आउँछ. जति पैसा आयो दैट वी हैव टु क्रेडिट बैंक अकाउन्ट डेबिट टु शेयर अलटमेन्ट. सो इस्यु डेट पार, इस्यु डेट प्रिमियम एन्ड इस्यु डेट डिस्काउन्ट जेमा छ, पारमा भयो कुनै समस्या भएन, डिस्काउन्ट र प्रिमियममा छ भने दैट अलवेज कन्सिडर अलङ विथ शेयर अलटमेन्ट. र ड्यूको टाइममा व्हेन अलटमेन्ट मनी मेड ड्यू वी हैव टु कन्सिडर डिस्काउन्ट एन्ड प्रिमियम. डिस्काउन्ट डेबिट, प्रिमियम क्रेडिट. डिस्काउन्टमा कम पैसा आउँछ, प्रिमियममा बढी पैसा आउँछ. So then the third installment, only name is different. हामीले सबै बनाइसक्यौँ, name is different. Then third को A number, when share first call money made due. Yeah, it is also very important. Then we have to write share first call account debit and to share capital. Total number of share and rate we have to multiply. Total number of shares into rate of share first call, and share capital already we have to open. We have open, and sometimes there may calls in arrears. Already I discussed calls in arrear and calls in advance. Yeah, these two terms are very important. I have already mentioned in terminologies of issue of shares. Loss, calls in arrear is a loss. If a shareholder failed to pay total dues amount, that is we call loss, and all the losses and expenses are debited. Share application, there is no calls in arrear. After this calls application, allotment, first call and final call, there may calls in arrear. And calls in arrear is loss. Loss, we know all the losses and expenses are debited. र when money collects, money receive जतिखेर हुन्छ त्यतिखेर चाहिँ हामीले calls in arrear consider गर्छौं. So then next entry, when share first call, money received. अब receive हुँदाखेरि what comes in? Cash or bank we have to write. Cash or bank account debit. Now if there is calls in arrear, we have to debit. If there is calls in arrear, छ भने debit गर्ने है, छैन भने के पनि गर्ने. To share first call account. Either calls in arrear and allotment or first call or final call, wherever. When we received call money, then calls in arrear is debit. Bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit, to share first call, to share final call, to share allotment हुन्छ. कुरो बुझ्नुभयो? Calls in arrear भनेको लस हो र लस जुन इन्स्टलमेन्टमा छ त्यही इन्स्टलमेन्टमा अमाउन्ट रिसिभ हुँदाखेरि डेबिट गर्ने. बस, दिस इज इनफ. And then fourth, yeah, calls in advance is liability. We have to credit, है. Calls in advance, calls in arrear को ठ्याक्कै अपोजिट हो. Calls in arrear डेबिट हुन्छ भने calls in advance चाहिँ क्रेडिट हुन्छ रिसिभ हुने बेलामा. And then next नम्बर डी को हामीले जे नम्बर पुगिसकेका छौं. When share final call, money made due, then again we have to provide information before receive. हामीले इन्फर्मेसन के गर्नुपर्छ भने शेयर होल्डरलाई तपाईहरु यति यति पैसा दिनुपर्ने छ, यो इन्स्टलमेन्टमा यति दिनुपर्छ भनेर इन्फर्मेसन पठाउने. सिमिलरली शेयर फाइनल कल अकाउन्ट डेबिट to share capital. If there is calls in arrear, we have to debit. If there is calls in advance, already received, calls in advance भनेको entire amount received before money made due. मानौ सपोज फाइनल कल को फर्स्ट कल मा रिसिभ भयो भने फर्स्ट कल मा रिसिभ हुने बेलामा calls in advance क्रेडिट हुन्छ. तर फाइनल कल रिसिभ हुने बेला चाहिँ calls in advance फेरि डेबिट हुन्छ है. That we have to understand. Narration same. When share final call money received. अब रिसिभ भयो. रिसिभ हुँदाखेरि सेम एज एभर बैंक अकाउन्ट डेबिट, bank account debit to share final call. Okay, these are the entries. For installment, every installment there are two different entries. 8 entries. Within 8 entries, we have to adjust calls in advance and calls in arrear as well. So this is very, very important chapter. And very, very important different for installment, and every installment that there are 2 entries separately, calls in arrear, calls in advance. We have to consider with these 8 entries. So thank you very much. लाइक गरिदिनु होला, सब्सक्राइब गरिदिनु होला, सेयर गरिदिनु होला, कमेन्ट्स गरिदिनु होला। थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच।